So I did some investigating. The next part of the war campaign is to unlock world quests. I'm not ready to do that because once you do that, it's going to kind of interfere with the flow of the questing and seeing the story of the zones. Um, so I'm going to hold off until we're done questing in Drustvar as well as Tiras Sound before we move to that portion. Also, the storyline involving Taronda, where you can actually unlock a customization. In fact, I even have it right here, just to kind of remind me, because it shows in Teldrassil's Shadow, complete the Taronda's Ascension storyline, where she becomes that Night Warrior. Your reward is you get the Night Warrior Night Elf customization option. So that's pretty cool if you want to do that and then make a fresh new... Actually, you don't even have to make a fresh new one. You could just go to the barbershop. In fact, once I unlock that, I could just head to the barbershop with this character and see if I can actually just kind of put that on him. Which, I mean, wouldn't that fit on a demon hunter? That Night Warrior look? Wouldn't it? Don't you think? I think it would. So, I might do that before we finish the regular questing. So, but you can see some of the different things here that get you different rewards that I've got lined up here, you know, so... don't know if I'll ever get that. Don't know if I'll ever get that either. So, but this is the one. This is why I wanted to do both sides. To do the whole thing for both the Horde and the Alliance. Because once you get these, you get 2 different mounts. So I was like, oh, okay, sure. So I think it's pretty good motivation for people to play this on both sides, regardless how you feel about one faction or the other. Even if you love one faction and hate the other's guts, it's good incentive to at least check it out and experience both sides, because really a lot of the writing in WoW is supposed to be that from 2 different perspectives, where they really do encourage you to see both sides of the story instead of just one side, because then it's just very slanted information. Alliance and Legion broken short. But anyways, that's kind of the idea. Oh, I like how it says, need to kill. I have a feeling that possibly could be tied to a quest, so let's just hold off on that. Alright, right up ahead.
Over here.
Aha, I think we know what's been going on with Falconhurst here.
We shall drive back the darkness.
The town is under siege. It's under siege? I think it's already been sieged. No wonder we have not heard from them. We must help them. The town is overrun. The guards have fallen back, and what is worse, some of the villagers have been twisted by the witch's magic. They are little more than wretched beasts, blindly following orders. We must release these poor souls and slay the monsters that twisted them. See what you can do to cut down the number of monsters in town.
Strike true.
Sure.
I'll help reinforce the village's defenses. I will meet you there.
All right. A captive villager.
Get many travelers here.
It's being held captive by a binding rune. Destroying the rune should free the villager.
This land is cursed.
I'll head back to the barricade. There's a barricade? Do you hear the barricade? There's like 3 captives here.
I'm out of range.
Apparently those 3 counted as 1. I'll get you, my pretty.
I can't attack that target. It's too far away. I need to get closer.
Mind your business, and I'll mind my own.
Wow, really?
I'm out of range.
I honestly didn't think that thing could fear me. It's just an elite. It's not like it's a raid boss, right? Or let me rephrase that. It's not like it's a vanilla raid boss.
I can't attack that.
Mainlander, eh?
We gotta stand around for him. Get this guy. There we go.
Attack that
Stands firm.
target.
Well met, champion.
Well done. You've thinned their numbers. I shudder to think what they would have used those people for. They're rallying for a heavy assault. We'll need to defend those barricades from attack. Are you with me?
Remains.
Defend the barricade!
We shall
out of
drive back
range.
the dark.
Stand firm. We will hold the line.
I need to target something first.
Go, my pretties. Rip them apart.
My blade is
I need
ready.
to get closer. I need a target.
Will rip you to shreds.
Stand strong.
You only forestall.
Oh, boy.
I'm out of range.
Come on.
It's still recharging. need to get closer.
Once my forces regroup, this miserable town will be ours.
How might I help?
Go. Sister Noella Briarwood. We have given the defenders some breathing room, but these creatures continue to lay siege to the barricade. The witch behind the attack fled from the field when we defeated her forces. I saw her go into the mansion on the hill. I'll help keep the defenses going here. You go into the mansion and slay the witch.
Farewell.
It'll be my pleasure. Seriously, you couldn't have hired anyone else better for this. You're talking to a demon hunter. This is what I do for a living. I have sacrificed everything. What have you given?
Belongs to our master.
Who, Goraktal? Oh, I'll be paying him a visit soon. Do you mind? This is a one-on-one. It's like one of those who charges in like, I'll help you out when you're fighting someone and you're like, come on. I would have won this if it was one-on-one. There we go. Now it's just you and me. I call upon the power of Mayor Striggs, this stuffed animal!
We can't attack that.
I doubt that. And you're not the first to say that to me. Flight Master.
Keep it up, people! We're holding those bastards off!
Oops. Mailbox got my way. Mayor?
Hello there.
We wouldn't have been able to hold out much longer. You saved us all.
Farewell. You're looking for Ashton? Walk with me. I haven't seen him, but I did see his apprentice. We cannot thank you enough for showing up when you did, Lieutenant.
My title is Inquisitor now, Mayor. Lady Lucille has reforged the Order of Embers to combat these witches.
She has? I thought they were just a legend.
They were real. They are real. Lady Lucille is determined to take back our lands and our people.
If she does that, she'll have my full support.
You want my assistance, I imagine?
Master Ashton had me grab some healing supplies and run to Mayor Royston when those things attacked town. He didn't make it behind the barricade. But if he's alive, and he's just crazy enough he might be, he's probably holed up in his cottage with caustic compounds and explosives. Look, why don't you go check out his basement, and I'll stay out of the blast I'll go see if the garden can be salvaged. Try not to look flammable.
The attack on Falconhurst was fierce. I hope Master Ashton is still alive.
If anyone could survive, it's him. I'm going to check the lab's gardens, Inquisitor.
You do that. Hold on a moment. wanted the Crimson Cutthroats for numerous and sinister crimes against the Lord Admirals, smuggling, forgery, sailing under false colors, looting, poaching, brigandage, sacking, pillaging, vandalism, impersonating Kul Tiras naval officers, arson, kidnapping, torture, piracy, perjury, theft, and ransacking multiple mead shipments. Man, that's a list. A reward is placed on the heads of the Crimson Cutthroats to be paid in full upon proof of their demise. Okay, then. There's another quest over here. Is it inside here? Aw, it's a bunch of little children. This is where they were keeping the kids during the siege. One day they set sail, hunting for kraken to feed the fleet, but there were none to be found in the usual spots. For weeks they could not find food, the situation growing more dire. Corallian decided they needed to hunt elsewhere. "Brother, where do you think we should hunt?" she asked. For his intuition had never steered her wrong. Her brother considered the question for a long while, as if listening to a song no one else could hear, and then he pointed. "My gut says the shoals near Kalandor." "They are dangerous," the crew cried. "The ship will be smashed to bits." "I believe the seas will be calm and the wind sure," Dominic said. The small hunting fleet marveled at the speed of their journey, as his prediction proved true. But when they arrived, the ships found that they were the ones being hunted. A massive kraken, bigger than their largest ship, rose on the depths. Oh my! "To port!" Dominic cried, in a panic, a tug like the tides pulling him in that direction. The ship turned. "Starboard ahead!" Again his sister followed his direction, weaving through the rocks. Dominic's direction was true, but the kraken gained ground in the chase. Massive stones suddenly rose ahead of them in the waters. "We're dead!" cried the crew. Then suddenly a kraken, 3 times the size of the one that hunted them, formed from the waters. It lifted the fleeing ships over the rocks. The hunting kraken swam after its escaping prey. But the waters receded. The beast was impaled on the rocks. "Ha ha!" And Dominic said, with shaking hands and wide eyes, realized the sea had answered his call. "Well, brother," Corellian said, "you're a rotten sailor, but I think you're going to be an excellent tide sage. Tell us a story." One day, while Lord Aram was hunting for food in the forest, he came upon a massive white stag. The stag had been attacked by the Drost and had killed many, but was injured. Lord Aram's people needed food, and the massive deer would feed many, but he decided not to strike. "Anyone who can fight off so many Drost is someone I wish to have in my forests," he thought. So Lord Aram healed the stag's injuries. The stag bounded into the woods, and Aram made camp. In the night, the Drost attacked. Lord Aram stood against 10 warriors. He fought valiantly and with cunning, but he was outnumbered and surrounded. Determined to take down as many warriors as he could, he held his ground. A mighty bellow came from the forest. The white stag returned and trampled some of the Drost. Together, Aram and the white stag fought the warriors and defeated them. "Thank you, my friend," Aram said to the stag. "You are welcome. I was repaying the kindness you showed me." "By the light! You can speak!" Aram exclaimed. "I am Aether, the heart of this forest. As long as I exist, I shall protect you and yours should they come to me," the stag said. Then he turned and vanished into the woods. Since then, the valiant and true have found shelter with the white stag of the forest. That's the white stag that we saw earlier, and I said, I wonder what the point of this stag here is that's labeled Heart of the Forest. Like, why is he here? Is there something we can find out? This just answered my question. He's part of the lore of this area. That's why he's there.
Fish are weird.
"I was praying with the Lord and Lady Sharptooth when Papa made me come with him. I dropped poor Lord Sharptooth, and one of those big, mean monsters grabbed him. Papa said he'd try to get him back, but he's been gone a long time. I think he got busy. Mama and all the adults are busy doing stuff for Mayor Royston. Lady Sharptooth and I are really sad. Can you beat up that mean monster and save my dino?" Sure.
Kind.
I like how her last name is Sweet. You know, because she's such a sweet little girl. Unlike Abby, who we met when we first got here. Let's see. Hold on. Oh. So that is one of them. All right then.
It's too far away.
Another pelt to take. So I went the wrong way, apparently. But this is part of that other quest, so...
Can't attack that target.
Uh-huh. Let me put that on. A 273 fist weapon. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm more than likely at some point going to head to the auction house and see what 120 stuff I can be able to get. I'll bet there's a number of, like, high level, like, 380, 400 stuff that I can get that's really probably going to help out. Yeah, it's going to cost me some gold, but you'd be surprised how many of those things actually can be pretty cheap. Like, only a few thousand gold compared to, you know, 100,000 gold for each one. You'd be surprised how many of those I can find, actually. There we go.
Beware of Yeti.
Oh, hello. There you are.
I need to get closer. Can't attack that.
Lord Sharptooth. Huh. Now where? Wait, what? And now this is a little confusing. Oh, I guess this is the basement I need to check out.
Stand back!
There he is.
Me, and I know how to use it.
At ease, Master Ashton. We're friendly.
Well, don't you both look dangerous? Ha! Is the attack over then?
I like how that is his threat cry. Stand back! I have alchemy and I know how to use it. You don't really hear someone say that all that often. I just find that very amusing.
Challenges await us today.
Master Ashton, we need your help. Of course. I'm not certain why you wouldn't need my help, but for the saviors of my home, you shall have it. You might have to wait a little bit, however. I'm sure the town is in shambles.
Remember, measure twice, pour
I
once.
appreciate your help in liberating the town. I was becoming quite concerned by these strange monsters. I imagine the fires spread while I was down here, yes? First order of business then. Making sure the town doesn't burn down. Help solve that problem, and I shall be free to assist you in whatever it is. Let's see. Yes, here, take these. They prove to be a bit too intense for most people, but you seem to be a stout sort. Okay. Just be sure that you're facing the fires when you use them, and I'm certain that those fires will be out in no time. Frost breath potion.
The town is in good hands. So, would you kindly explain what is going on?
Master Ashton, we have been sent by Lady Lucille Waycrest to find you.
So I gathered. But why me?
Lady Lucille has reforged the Order of Embers, using ancient texts as our guide. We will fight these witches as we once battled the Drust. She found an alchemical recipe that was effective in the past. She requests that you attempt to recreate the formula.
Lady Lucille thinks it might be useful, I assume? Well, let's see it. Fascinating. A remarkable formulation. Very flammable. Inquisitor, it will be my distinct pleasure to assist you and the Lady Lucille in this task.
I am very glad to hear that, Master Ashton.
You put out those fires and I'll set up what we need in the lab. Oh, what fun this will
Our
be.
champion will assist you in whatever you might need, Master. I will go see if I can't help Mayor Royston.
I can't attack that target.
You know, it's funny. If I was either on my, on my Death Knight or my Mage, I would look at him like, you know, I can do this without this potion, right? But sure. Oh, you know what this means? All right, everyone, chill. That's right. It's time for the Schwarzenegger Mr. Freeze puns. Tonight's forecast. A freeze is coming. Oh, man. Whoa! Oh. I was trying to move to this. It triggered my add-on. Oh, there's another quest over here.
We could use your help here in Drustvar.
We'll be able to push those monsters back now, but my defenders won't stand a chance unless we build a forward barricade for protection. There should be plenty of lumber to build a barricade near the entrance to the town.
Fair winds and following seas.
Don't mind me, people. I'm just using a frost potion, a frost breath potion to put fires out. Don't mind me at all. It'd be great if I could actually freeze him up doing that. Look at the mayor! Oh, wait, no, that's not the mayor. It's just the same guy with the similar model. But they were actually going to help me kill that thing. Nice!
First.
I was like, yeah, townsfolk, get involved. At least the lumber is relatively easy to spot. It's like, oh, this giant plank. Okay, sure. There's still a bunch of these things around. See, look, I can do fire breath, but frost breath, not really in a demon hunter's repertoire.
Can't attack that. Path available. Come on. One more. There we go. I need a target. Excellent.
That is a very high-geared paladin right there. I could tell because of how quickly she was absolutely wrecking those things. She was annihilating them. So apparently I did not get the one I was supposed to get. Which is like, oh, okay. I thought it was supposed to be that one there. Nope, apparently it's not. No? Oh, wait a minute. Is there a cave down here? Oh, there is. Right here. There we are. Hello! I seem to have found you. Could be a little rough because it's 3-on-1 instead of 1-on-1. In fact, I may die here. Yep. Yeah, I can tell I was gonna die here. Yep. Alright, I'm out. Alright, that's gonna be one of those I'm like, hey, I would have to probably like go and get that, you know, that paladin player I was just playing with and be like, hey, you want to help me with this quest? And they'll be like, okay, sure. I mean, this does suggest 3 players, so. Fortunately, I have a little fine group tool here I can use, so. I'm still aggro to... Are they still chasing me? Oh my gosh, this one is still chasing me. There we go. It finally let go.
I have many, many wares.
Alright, so I'm
May
prepared.
your feet find good trails.
Let's have some crackers. Some salty dog crackers. Mmm. Well, since we're here, let's go ahead and return Lord Sharptooth to Lynn Sweet.
Ahoy!
Yay! Oh, you saw someone? My papa? I haven't seen my mama in a while. I hope that she's okay.
Stay warm.
Oh. Sadly, I think Lynn is now an orphan. Oh, that's so sad.
I hope you're ready to work.
We'll be able to better protect the town now.
Good luck.
Ooh. Upgrade to 301.
I have many lucky doos. You like?
Lucky doos and loot.
Farewell, friend of the Grummels.
It's a fine day for a little applied alchemy.
Oh, wonderful! The fires are out and your breath smells minty fresh. I've been studying the parchment Lady Lucille sent with you and have translated some of the older language. They called it liquid fire, and it was used to burn away the trust. Using this as a basis, I believe we can adapt it to our needs. This is a complex recipe, but it just so happens that I have everything that we need to make this potent alchemical weapon. I'll need your assistance in creating this. Would you be so kind as to help?
Fair winds to you. Shall we get started?
Sulfur. Sap. Salt, pepper. Sulfur. Watch the flames. Hearth and bloom. Okay. Sap. Now let's see what else. Hearth bloom. Well done. Salt pepper. Or saltpeter, excuse me. I just immediately thought of that was salt pepper because I thought, why wouldn't they just call it that? Because that would be kind of, you know, just seems so easy. Sulfur. Put this against the monstrous wooden creatures. Watch it doesn't spill.
It's a fine day for a little applied alchemy.
Wonderful. Smells a bit strong, but I think it will burn those wooden constructs well. Now it's time to test it out. Excellent. Now that we have these lovely liquid fire flasks prepared, we have one last thing to do. Test them out. There are some of those large abominations lurking about in the woods above my home. I think they should make excellent test subjects for our little alchemical experiment, wouldn't you say?
Until next time, friend.
Oh. Ah. There's one right there. Hello. I'd say it's doing pretty well. Oh, I got feared. Ah, ah.
I can't attack that target.
Couple more of them right here. A couple more of them right here.
I'm out of range.
I do like how that makes them take increased damage. There we go.
I tried my best to fight them off.
I know you did, Martin. Tell us what happened.
They came from the woods. We fought. Master Ashton shoved me aside and they took him. We have to get him back. Oh,
We will
no.
get him back.
What now?
Just sit.
Much to do, much to do.
Well met, champion.
Master Ashton has been taken into the forest. He isn't the only one. Mayor Royston's head count came up short. It seems that our next steps are clear. We must go into the woods and save Master Ashton. Martin and I will sneak into the forest and meet you near some ruins further in.
Be wary of the woods. New information?
The woods are crawling with witches. We'll have a fight on our hands if we're to save Master Ashton. I believe I see Master Ashton in a cage. He must be freed. Those witches with the long mask appeared to be in charge. I bet they would have the means to open his cage. I'll remain here to protect Apprentice Webb and keep the area secure.
Strike true.
So I have to take a key from one of them. Alright! Oh, that's a 30-second cooldown. A gnome hunter.
It's too far away.
There's the key.
Hey, let me out of here.
Samantha Sweet. That's Lynn's mother. Hey, I need to get out of here and get back to Falconhurst. My husband and I were looking for my daughter's favorite toy when I was taken. Please, I need to get out of here. I need to know that my family is safe. They took my gear. It's all around the camp. Get me out of here and then bring back my gear, please.
Glory to House Waycrest.
I think, well, I'll get you back to your daughter.
The things I've seen. The horror. The horror.
Dude, you've been gone for like 10 minutes. If you had been captive for years, I would understand that, but for a few minutes, I'm just like, dude, seriously? Alright, let me get her out of here.
I need a moment. I've been trying to break this cage for hours.
Now, see, if she had said that line, I would find that more believable. because she's been trapped here for hours.
I'm out of range.
I'm just thinking, the way he reacted, you could come up with some funny, like, jokes for what he would have said. Like, just for, you know, the horror. They made me watch rerun.
I can't attack that.
They made me watch clips from The Room. The old high mark bit over and over again. It was horrible.
I need to get close.
Where is this? Nope.
It's too far away.
My blade is ready.
I found your gear.
The coven will fall.
I'll catch up with you someplace a bit safer. Well, I'm glad to know that Lynn's mom is still okay. Ah!
I need to get closer.
Hey, she joined us here. Martin, you had a quest, you didn't give it to me?
When you show up.
Alright, hold on, let me turn these in first.
Drustvar stands firm.
Thank you, I'll cut a path back to Falconhurst. They will pay for what happened to my family.
The only good witch is a dead witch.
I am sorry they took your husband from you, but your daughter is safe in town. Be careful heading back.
Thank you. I'm sorry I can't stay. Don't worry, they won't get me twice.
Good on you, Samantha.
Stand strong.
We had a few visitors while you were gone, but I took care of them. Ashton's back and safe, though it appears he's seen some of the horror here.
Remain steadfast. Strike true.
No. What now?
Going to need something bracing once we get him free. I know of a quick potion guaranteed to get anyone to snap out of it, but I'm going to need a few things first. Those wigger dogs down there have some organic parts that I can use, and the witches are carrying bags of regents. They'll almost certainly have what I need. Bring those to me and I'll handle the rest once we get Master Ashton back. I wish you would give me this before I went down there. Now I have to get back down there and kill more. Well, fine then.
I'm out of range.
Hoping that does something. Okay, it is. It's doing some damage, but it's like, come on.
It's too far away.
Oh, okay, so it doesn't affect them. That's great.
I can't attack that target. I need to get closer.
Like trying to pull as many of them as I can. Let's go. Okay, my health. I may have pulled a bit too many. Ah! Okay, maybe I pulled a bit too many. I committed a cardinal sin as a tank. I overpulled.
It's too far away.
Ah! Now I can. Now that's down to just a 1. I can get my health back. Okay. Whew.
Can't attack that.
Let's take it a little easy. Let's take it a little easy now. And then I immediately pull a couple more. Like, alright, let's go.
I can't use that item yet. Can't attack that target.
The only thing that saved me was my talent. You can see the cooldown for Uncontained fell. The talent here at level 110, which is sustaining fatal damage, instead transforms you into metamorphosis form, and it may occur once every 8 minutes. So that was the only thing that kept me alive there.
Attack that.
Ah, man. They won't drop those bags. I'm guessing these bags of regions have a low drop rate.
I need to get closer. It's too far away.
There we go. Oh, it's another player. And he's fighting one of those. Alright, fine. I'll help! Ah!
I'm out of range.
Of course, the other player just takes off. It's like, man, I go, I take the kindness to help other players, and like, some of them just don't bother returning the favor. It's like, man, come on. You couldn't have bothered helping me out there? Seriously?
It's too far away.
There we go. Alright, we're done. Oh, hey. A trained falcon. He's going to help me out for 30 minutes. Nice.
You want my assistance, I imagine?
Did you have any luck? Very interesting and pungent. Perhaps my first order of business will be something to remove the smell. Now to mix this up. I'm using some rather strong grog as a base, a drop of chill extract and a handful of hearth bloom. There. It will taste worse than it smells, but it will bring Master Ashton back to his senses. Please give this mug to him. Are we about to do that moment from Back to the Future Part 3 where they make that wake-up juice, and then they kind of pour it down Doc's, mouth, and he just, ah! Is that what we're about to do? We give him some wake-up juice?
Not to die.
Alright.
Shall we get started? Remember?
Down the hatch.
Are you back with us?
Oh, I believe so. Thank you, Martin. What challenges await us today, friend?
Oh, I say. A bit less hearth bloom next time, Martin. But that did just the trick. Well done, both of you.
Fair winds to you.
New information?
We need to go deep into the forest. The witches are clearly up to something, even worse than I had imagined. As much as I have a duty to return to Lady Lucille with Master Ashton, I also have a duty to find out more about this threat to our people, and stop it if I can. Going further into the forest is not without risk, but I believe that it is one that is worth taking.
Remain steadfast. Master Ashton, will you see this to the end?
I will indeed. Martin and I shall stay.
Fantastic.
There seemed to be a great deal of activity at the ruins near the giant tree.
Then we shall meet our friend there. Good luck, champion. Stay close, gentlemen, and we'll sneak through the witches' lines.
The witches spoke of a grand rite to call forth their master.
Their master?
A malevolent being who grants them power. I have heard his rage echoing in the darkness. Their master hates the Kul Tirans with every fiber of his being. Even the witches are mere pawns in his bid to return to our realm, based on what I overheard while held captive. I suspect this entity is connected to the Drust.
Not just any Drust. Their leader, I would wager. The being Aram Waycrest fought against in ages past.
A millennia-old spirit bent on vengeance who wants to kill us all. Lovely.
We must stop this grand rite at all costs.
Wow, their stealth is so good, it didn't even aggro that witch there. She did not even notice or feel them. Because they, I think, literally just walked through her. Oh, hey, there's that PvP player who's just kind of sitting there fighting that brute. I wonder if that player is AFK. Ah! Come on.
I can't attack that
All right.
target.
We are approaching an hour, so we're going to go ahead and cut off here and continue when we come back.